Hello Digimon fans, Mega881000 here, and now I'm coming with a short update about the Shodo Digimon figures and about my two so-called my thoughts about the Shodo Digimon Wave 1 and 2 videos. Since some time ago, new official updates and informations, especially about the first and second wave of the Shodo Digimon figure series, have been launched. This also includes already these two new images here of Wave 1 and 2, which you have seen the whole time yet already. Yes, and so now we are diving into this update. First, this picture was posted here, where you can see the first three Shodo Digimon figures or those of the first wave. And as you can see, they can be seen here together and for the first time in their real form. So not just as product images of the figures, but photos of the actual figures, so to speak. And in comparison, you have this basic body of a general Shodo figure, or so to speak, the blank Shodo body, as you can see. Yes, and like you can see, it is a bit bigger than the Shodo Digimon figures. And it was also noted that the normal Shodo figures, such as those from Kamen Rider or Dragon Ball, or those characters, are a bit bigger, and that the Digimon are a bit smaller, so that they can keep the costs lower and are able to stay in the general pricing of the other Shodo figures, or to be able to sell them for the same prices like the other Shodo figures of other shows. That's why the Shodo Digimon were made a little smaller, because of this compromise. They had to make them this way, which, as I already mentioned, this small size is generally not very benefiting for such Digimon, which has to deliver actually a bigger general image. Yeah, and excuse me please. And I would say that the picture here makes it even clearer that they should actually be a bit bigger, since the Digimon have more details and also have more individual and unique character designs. But like they noted, they had to do them smaller to stay in this pricing. You can also read those facts below the picture, where it is written that the normal Shodo figure size is about 100 millimeters tall, or also 10 centimeters, which would be about circa 3.9 inches, and that the Digimon would be about, and you know what I said about it in the last videos, the Digimon are just, what did I said? About only 8 centimeters tall, so they saved a bit over 2 centimeters for the Shodo Digimon, which would be about 3.1 inch in size, or the size for the Shodo figures. Not a discount of the centimeters I meant. Yeah, and so we would have that. And I want to go back to what I said earlier in the two videos about the general color design. And I actually have to take back everything what I have said about it. Well, not everything, but especially everything what I mainly always mentioned about Shodo Wargreymon. Because he was shown in those product shots with that metallic silver for those components of his armor that have this color, or it looks also even almost like a chrome silver. With that, he was always shown so nicely with this nice paint job in this product shots. But I said it could be possible that this nice color end up being, well, such a cheap plastic gray look, if you remember, and that those parts could turn out to be in such a typical cheap gray plastic look on the real figure then. But no! You see for yourself, this is now this official photo of the actual figure, and there you can see for yourself the figures are actually will be released with these great metallic or chrome colors, especially for the silver, and actually look like they showed them in those promotion pictures. And as I said, I take back everything which I mentioned about this assumption with the cheap plastic gray look, so you can see it yourself. Also an angel woman on her chest armor, which has also these beautiful golden paint apps, and also her helmet is in the same metallic chrome silver color style like Wargreymmon's armor components. Yes, this is just kinda unusual, especially for such a small action figure series that is more simpler and also very cheap in price. I think you know what I mean. And I really have to say about that topic, very nice job Bandai. Very nice that the figures will be really released as shown with these metallic silver colors and with such a more nice quality colors instead of being or having this cheap plastic gray look or something like that. Yeah, that again about what I said about the assumptions I made in the first two videos about the general paint job. You can see here, for example, also on Garudamon that the armband has actually been painted in a different color than the rest of her red color, which is a bit lighter. Guess that the armband is the same color as the rest of the red of her body, or maybe it is the same color they used for the helmet. It looks something like this. But I also want to say that it is again kinda a bad thing in contrary that the tips of the feathers on their shoulders or on her shoulders missing those yellow paint apps. The demarcation has been engraved in the mold, but the tips missing the yellow paint apps to be able to make savings there. But that those paint apps are missing, that's actually very weak, because I think even that the action feature figure of Garudamon of back then had these yellow paint apps, even it was a bit smaller and also had this action feature additional integrated in the smaller body mold. So seeing this in relation again, well, this is just weak for the new one. Just saying. Yeah, here we have a few bigger images of the first three figures of Wave 1 again, this time under stands. Then we also have a few larger images of them. Here we have some close-ups of Wargreymon again. Those were the first pictures that they had posted, and here you can see again very nicely that it is again not a product shot, but this is a photo or a picture of the photographed figure, so to speak. And you can see the silver gray or this almost chrome silver for his chest, helmet and shin armoring, and probably even these, well, let me say, bars with which he holds his Dramon killers are likely to be in the same color style looks if it would be like that. Or they more has this black color as the Dramon killer blades and only appear to be silver because through the brightly lighting here. Lighting, excuse me please. Yeah, let's see. Then we have another photo of Wargreymon, again such one of the actual figure, so not to keep that from you. And here we have a few larger zoom pictures of the 3 figures. Maybe this is also from a live stream, these photos here. From the picture I showed you before with the individual larger zoom pictures of Wargreymon and Garudamon and Angelwomon. Yes. Furthermore, the final box design of the Bandai Premium versions was released a little while ago as well, and here you can see the final illustrations by Kenji Watanabe for the Premium Bandai version of set 1. Yes, it looks really cool, or doesn't it? That's the only thing you can say about it. As I said, this is a photo of the official box for the Bandai Premium version of Shodo Digimon Wave 1. Then they also updated the pictures of the stand bases here. They took photos again of those in a nice larger size, and you can see them as close-ups now with the nicely printed crest symbols for the first 3 figures or for the Wave 1 figures. Here you have the updated picture again, which you already know, but here they now have added the picture of the actual box design. Before that, you had only this early preview of how this box will look like, the so-called early rough illustration, if you remember. Yes, and of course the real design of the second Bandai Premium box version for Wave 2 has been published as well, which looks like this. And this one also looks really cool. Or doesn't it? And as promised, it's based on the artwork of the first box and in the same style as the first Bandai Premium box illustration, with another great illustration by Kenji Watanabe. Also again the updated close-up images of the stand bases for the Wave 2 figures with the nicely printed crest symbols on them. Also again the advertising image for Wave 2 with the updated image for the final design of the box for the Bandai Premium version, where before you could only see this early rough illustration, which has just been updated now with this image here. And yeah, here we have again that what they noted before about the illustration, that the artworks will be similar for the first and second Bandai Premium box versions for Shodo Wave 1 and 2 figures. Here you have both Bandai Premium version boxes together in one image. Again. And also the design of the standard release boxes was announced and shown now. Here it looks like they are selling them single, and you can see what is in, and that you can see what is in the box or which figure you buy. But it was also noted that those boxes shown here will be also the same boxes which will be packed in the Bandai Premium set versions boxes. Should mean that the single figures are again individually packed in this larger Bandai Premium version boxes, and that those single boxes are all have this design like the standard release boxes, which is also kinda logical. Now we also have the informations from the With the Will forum about it. Below there is written what I just described to you yet. And they also noted that Bandai Premium US, they put up the pre-order option. I heard that the Bandai Premium Japan closed it already, but it's now open for US Bandai Premium site you can pre-order now the sets, so far I know it. And here we have another nice group shot of the Wave 1 and 2 figures together. They're looking pretty good together, I think, except for these small flaws in terms of the somewhat strange proportions, especially which I mentioned about the Engl Digimon, which you don't see so well here now. It got tightened a bit. Also, especially what I said about Angel Woman's proportions. So what I said back then about the proportions and everything else, about that I do stick to my opinion and mention things. Of course, that all hasn't changed. But here you actually have another photo of the real figures. The actual figures as they will be released, especially it is the first real photo of the Wave 2 Shodo figures, and not just product images of them. Yes, and that was it for this update now. But there are even more unbelievable news about the Shodo Digimon figure series in general, because Bandai already launched the official update for their Shodo Digimon figure Wave 3, with the promotion images in color and all other informations about them, as you can see. But I will make a detailed extra video about that, like I did with the 2 videos before, because this was just announced a few days ago, and to be able to keep this video here shorter. And with this I would have said everything what was to be said about, and so we are through with this update here. I hope that I could report something new again, and I am happy about if this would be the case. So if you liked the video, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to shoot the information update video about Shodo Digimon Wave 3 as soon as possible right afterwards, so you will hear from me again very soon about this topic. Well then, thanks for watching, and until this next video, take care my friends, your Mega 88 1000.